Yeah, so I'm just showing you my Fluval M60. I think it's the M60. It's the 2-foot version anyway. It's 2 foot by, I think, 18 inches deep, including the rear sump, and I think it's about 15 inches high. It's kind of got frosted glass on the top and on the bottom. Needs a clean, sorry about that. I've got, at the minute I've got a file fish in here which came out of my main tank. He wasn't very compatible with the sea hare. I think he thought it was some kind of walking food for him, or algae or something, and he kept picking on it. Or not picking on it, but picking at it. I've got had two clownfish up until the other day. One of them unfortunately decided that he might try and explore the world outside during the night, and we found him on the floor, which is a real shame. Since then I've built a kind of a lid out of a condensation tray and cut that to size, so no more escaping. Yeah, not a bad little tank. Like I say, the sump's at the back, so you've got like a little weir on the left hand side. The water goes in, goes through a couple of chambers and comes through the return pump. I took one of the chambers out to make the first chamber bigger, so it's only got 2 chambers now. So I basically got the skimmer, which is an upgrade. That was a Fluval skimmer. It was terrible. Absolute garbage, worse than useless. So I sold that on eBay for no money at all. So, you know, I mean, it worked. It was a very wet skim, but it was so noisy. So I sold that for like 25 quid. I think they're about 80 to buy new. And I put a Toonsy 90012 in, no, 9008 I believe it is, in there. That's brilliant. They're absolutely fantastic. You know, you get a really good skim off it. It's really quite powerful, compact size, and much quieter, so that's great. It's running at the minute, you can barely hear it. I've got some chemical filtration in there, some carbon, some Phosgard and some Purigen, and the return pump, Fluval again, bloody useless. Took that out and I've replaced it with an Eheim Compact 1000. Much better, much more powerful. Even though it's rated at 200 litres an hour less, it's at least double the power. So obviously the quality of the pump, the head height and everything is a lot better. What else have I done? The arm that comes out, that came out here, I replaced with, you can't see it, it's kind of a homemade job out of a canister filter outlet. I drilled some holes into that. It's kind of a rigid, I think it was the bubble bar, yeah, it was the bubble bar. And I basically, it goes to the outlet and it sprays out equally like a bubble bar and aerates a little bit better. It's turned off at the minute because I've been feeding them, but if I turn the pump back on, let me see, there we go. You can see that it breaks the surface quite nicely, and there's about maybe a dozen or so holes, so about a dozen jets running front to back, so you get a really even flow. It's quiet and just stops any kind of film from appearing on the surface of the water. So that works nicely. Yeah, I might get him a mate, this little fella. I've got a couple of crabs in there. There's a Sally Lightfoot, pom-pom crab, cleaner shrimp, pistol shrimp. Haven't decided what I'm doing with the file fish. He's not happy at the minute because I'm at the front of the tank and he's ever so shy. But I don't think this is a very good tank for him, so I'll have to find him a new home. Maybe another clownfish, and maybe, I don't know, maybe even a mandarin, and that'll do for this tank. It's only 91 litres, so 2 or 3 fish and some inverts I think is all it needs. The only reason I bought this tank, it came with this light as well, which is the Fluval C 2.0. These things, the buttons are rubbish, but it works. So there's the blue. You can vary it down and up, off, and there's the white again, down and up. So it does work. A lot of people seem to have problems with these, with the buttons, but this one's not been a problem. I've got two 4-foot versions, and they've not been a problem either, so I don't know, maybe I've just been lucky. I haven't got the Wi-Fi controller on this one because I've just got it on a timer. The Wi-Fi controllers are £100. I've got one on the 4-foot because they are good, but for this little tank, £100 seems a bit excessive just for the Wi-Fi, when a timer will do the job. Yeah, don't really know anything else. I bought it because it was on offer, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. I got it for £380. Obviously that's with all of the hardware included, like the light, the rubbish skimmer and the rubbish return pump. The heaters, the original heaters in there, it's not bad actually. So that's quite cheap when you consider the lights, and nearly £200 on their own, so pretty cheap tank. That included the cabinet. Might turn it into a little frag tank as well. I've got some little frags in there. But yeah, if I start fragging up some of the other stuff, it's never a bad thing to have a little spare tank anyway. If I have a fish I need to put in there, if it's getting picked on. So that's the Fluval M60.